I got to ask you this. I mean, I know you're very successful. I know you train very hard for this, but you still got to get nervous a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, sometimes people say, oh, you must be fearless. You've set these 10 world records, done these things, but that's the opposite of the truth. You know, I'm a human being. I battle my emotions, you know, inside and outside. I sometimes say when I'm out there, it's like throwing a party by myself, but all my angels and demons are invited. And, you know, fear is all mixed in there. I think in a lot of ways, fear is healthy. I don't think it's about being fearless, but I think it's about understanding, embracing fears, knowing when to use that as hey, warning sign, be safe now, but also knowing when to push a little bit beyond that. Because oftentimes I believe we have limiting beliefs within ourselves that don't allow us to actually relive our full potential. And so I'm curious about that interplay. But fear is very real, and I'm not immune to that. You know, you look over a cliff on Everest, it drops off, 5,000 feet into Nepal. I'm not just like, oh, hey, this doesn't faze me at all. You know, I'm taking every step very cautiously in those moments.
You know, how can just the average person actually reach mountaintops, but in a more figurative sense?
Yeah, you know, one of my big passions, I actually have a nonprofit that's called Beyond 7-2 that my wife and I run, and it's all about getting kids excited to get outside, move their bodies, live active and healthy lives. But more than anything, it's about aspirational, inspirational goal setting. And I'm not saying to them, hey, you need to go climb mountains, but I love to ask this question to, your viewers or to these students. What's your Mount Everest? Meaning, what is your massive goal that you have inside of you, and really walking through the incremental steps to get there. One is imagining and dreaming that big goal, but if you don't actually have a plan to execute it on it, you never get there. And so facilitating, taking those incremental steps along the way, breaking it down into small pieces is really part of my mission. And, I just personally like to go to the ends of the earth and mountaintops, but if that's not for you, that's fine. But you do have a Mount Everest inside of you. You do have a mountaintop that you want to climb, and I love to inspire people to reach new heights in their own lives.
Colin, that is well said. Before we go, what can people expect to see from your show, Survivalist?
And it's just great family fun. It's getting families and young people. I take them on a week-long expedition where they're competing. They're climbing mountains, they're rock climbing, they're paddleboarding across lakes and rivers, and ultimately they're competing for a cash prize. But you can imagine that you're back home, if you took you and your few kids out on a competition like this, there's some tension that arises between the families, of course, but it brings out both some tough moments, but ultimately some really beautiful, profound moments when people set aside their normal lives and actually engage and are present with each other and push their limits. It's a beautiful show. It's inspiring. It's fun. It's entertaining. So check it out on BYU TV. I think you're going to love it.
Thanks for joining me, man. Take care.
Bye.
And for more information on Colin's new show on BYU TV, Survivalist, just go to our website. We have it linked for you. It's thedoctorstv.com. We're living in uncertain times. It's tough to keep up with the latest medical headlines.
About the market, panicked about COVID.
And how do those headlines impact you and your family?
100,000 people died.
On season 13 of The Doctors, we want to empower you physically.
If I met them at dance, they would meet me at medicine.
Man, I love that. Emotionally.
If I can change my thoughts, I can change my feelings.
And medically.
He doesn't have his mask up, which is not a good thing.
This is the $1 million question, maybe the $1 trillion question. This is so critical for people to hear. We're giving you the inside track on health and wellness so that you can get back to the life you deserve. It's time to take back your power. The Doctors, now more than ever. Premieres September 21st.